Okay. Hey guys, good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everyone? Can you hear me now? Am I live or not, Jude? Please tell me. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. I thought I was live for a few minutes, but I realized I was not. Good evening to everyone. Voices here a little bit. You can still hear it. It's somewhat there. You know, part of it is still on vacation, but I'm getting back. So I wanted to jump on here this evening and talk to you guys. Thank you guys so much for all your well wishes. Everyone that reached out and said, "Hey, hope you get better." You know, I appreciate each and every one of you. I got my tea right next to me, so definitely I'm going to be drinking that ginger tea to keep soothing this voice to bring it back. Today, I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about the Metaverse. Being the Brooklyn Nets, it's the first professional team to be a part of the Metaverse. They jumped in. What is the Metaverse? You guys might be asking. It's just a virtual space, a virtual environment. It's heavy graphic virtual environment that provide the space to interact, to play, and to live. So this is the future. They say this is the future of where we're going. And this is what they're saying is the what we should look for in the future. Now, remember, before you guys go, those of you that are not a basketball fan, Nike, Facebook, Amazon, Walmart, and also Microsoft is betting big on this space. So, with that said, I'll get back to Nike and Amazon in a few minutes, and also Microsoft. But I wanted to just touch base with the Nets as them being the first to do it. Just think about the preseason, the regular season, the playoffs. Does it not sound real? I can just imagine just sitting courtside or not paying. Because when I go to these basketball games before the past, I remember those tickets are not the cheapest. So it's one of these things that you have to remember, that now you'll be able to be courtside, at a Nets game, even in the playoff or in the regular season. Just imagine that, rather than paying $40, rather than paying $100 for a regular ticket, or $15,000 on a courtside ticket. Now you can easily be paying for a VR headset that might cost you $200-300. So this is where we're going in the future. And then, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, but this is the way, to make it even more interesting. 2 Chainz the other day, he was playing 20 hours. The rapper 2 Chainz, he was playing 20 hours on the VR. So this is where we're going. This is the future. I want to get you guys' opinion this evening. Let me see what's going on in the chat. I want to get you guys' opinion this evening, and see what you guys think about it. $30, $300 for a courtside compared to, $15,000. You can fit 40 people maybe on the court side of the basketball game. With the VR, you might be able to fit 40,000. So just imagine just being in the virtual reality, sitting in there, be a part of every game, no traffic. You can stay from your home and watch it, no traffic. You don't have to get in the game fights, no sitting on 21A, and you can only stand up from 21A looking down at the court, or walk back up towards the end to go to the concession stand, save on gasoline. The ringside at one of Mayweather fight, just to give you an example, it's $100,000 plus. Now you'll be able to sit at one of these fights, for a lot less. So what do you guys think? What are your thoughts this evening on the Brooklyn Nets and them jumping into the whole virtual space? And do you guys, good evening, CB Minilove, how are you today? Miss Blue, how are you? Good evening, hope all is well. Yeah, so this is an interesting part of moving forward. Now, earlier I was mentioning to you guys that Walmart is part of this space. Walmart just applied for 3 trademark patent, right? This is hinting something big. Amazon is in the space. Just imagine doctors going to doctor, but online, doing it virtually. You don't have to actually walk into your doctor office. They can call you, you can call them, you can go through all this process, right from your home. Like I said, some of it is good, some of it might be bad. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts this evening. Are we doing too much? is the question. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat before I go any further. Let's see here. Bright Star says, I'll pay for that. It sounds very beneficial. Bright Star is very beneficial because, like I said, just imagine Walmart. Almost all of us use Walmart, right? And if you are going to the grocery store, whether you're going to buy soap or whether you're going to buy, I'm talking about Walmart. I'm referring to Walmart as a grocery. Whether you're going to buy soap, whether you're going to buy clothes, whatever it is you're going to buy. Now you can actually go into this virtual world, right? You can go into the store, choose your store choice, find your stuff on the shelf that you're looking for, pick it, try it on, because they have virtual clothes that you can try on. And when you try all this stuff on, then you can order, pay for it all virtually and get it delivered to your house. Just imagine that. This is the world. Because if Walmart is involved and Amazon is involved, these are the big gamers, right? These are the big competitors. And if they're involved, just imagine. And the doctors are involved. I even read something just recently about one of the university, because as you guys know, COVID pushed us back a good distance, but because of everything that was going on with COVID, our school system, 91% of it, we didn't know how to react, what to do. All the kids are out of school for all the time. COVID was going on. You couldn't send them back. We couldn't go to work. None of this stuff could happen. The Kenya Heights University, they have a virtual campus that's 30 miles out of Nairobi. And they're saying this is going to be a big gamer. It's going to be a big change for them, especially, and it's starting in 2023 of September, where kids will be able to be on campus without being on campus. Just imagine your educator and your student live on different continents. Whether you're on you're in Antarctica or you're in North America, you could still go to the university in Cairo. So just imagine how that feels. What would be the benefits? That would be great for humanity. Especially after what happened with COVID. COVID have shown us that we need to think different, and with the technology we have to do different things. Let me see what else you guys are saying in the chat here, guys. Let me see what else is going on. You get the experience of being there without being there. Exactly, Bright Star. This is what I'm talking about. Like I was mentioning an example to my niece earlier. I said, just imagine you wanted to go to the university, in Afghanistan, right? And you know how things are in Afghanistan, the instability, because of, whether it's suicide bombers or wars or whatever the case might be, in Afghanistan. But you wanted to go to that university. That was your dream of going to that university. Now you can actually go to that university. You can actually visit the university. You can actually go on campus. You can virtually see everything. You can be there without being there. You can meet the teachers. You can meet the dean. You can meet everyone. You can have all of the interview process. You can go to that university for 3-4 years without have to even worry about, any suicide bombers, cars, anything like that going off next to you. So that is one of these great benefits of going into, the whole virtual space, the metaverse. Like I said, Facebook is a big part of it, as you guys know, because Facebook named their own company. Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp is now all under Meta. They're believing so much into this new thing. So, next 5 to 10 years, just imagine, this is what Zuckerberg is saying, that he's thinking that this will be the future, of where we're all going as, with humanity. Nike has an undisclosed amount because they jumped in and they bought Nike Land and Roblox. So they're there also. They have also the Nike shoe company. So Nike's a big part of the game also. They got the virtual shoe company. Of course, we don't know how much they paid for it because it's undisclosed, but they're a big part of the game also. So you have Amazon, Nike, Walmart, and these are the big players. So just keep that in mind as far as But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? How good is this for our health? Mentally, physically, emotionally. What do you guys think? How good is this for our health? Let me see what else you guys are saying in the comments. And guys, please forgive me this evening, because my voice is still sounding a little bit on the rusty side. So I do have to keep drinking the ginger tea, so I can get this thing soothed and ready to go. Thank everyone for being here this evening. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Bright Star. It would be a safe environment and germ-free. Exactly, CB Minilove 76. It would be a safe environment and germ-free. That's a way to think of it. I'm a big online shopper, CB Minilove says. So am I. So am I. I'm a big online shopper also, but I do like to get out and get, some of the exercise benefits. So we have to think about the pros and the cons with this one. What do you guys think about it? Is this going to be good for our mental and physical health? What do you guys think about it emotionally? What are your opinion on this one? They need to make concert virtually. Well, they're already doing some of that. CB Minilove 76. They're already doing some of that because even 2 Chainz, he was one of the artists that was, they're invested into making the virtual concert where you can be there. You're there, but you're not there. So it's excuse me one second, guys. Yeah, you're there, but you're not there. It's what is where we're trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with the nets. I would pay, for one of these headsets. Hey, Joe, can you please bring me the headset? My wife actually bought my kids one of these headsets so they can walk around. Can you please bring me the headset? Please put the headset on and bring it for me. Show you guys what this thing looks like. But she actually bought one of these headsets and they're walking around sometimes moving their hands like this. They're in another world. It's kind of crazy to me sometimes when I'm there. Hey, Chella, good evening. How are you? TR says, hello, everyone. Please put it on. No, put it on so I can show them what it looks like, on you. WNK Sal say, hello, everyone. Good evening. Yes, please.
You might need cables fine for that.
No, just put it on and we're going to show them what it looks like. And it's going to be perfectly fine. You're going to be here for like 10 seconds. Can you please do that? No, just put it all on your head.
Just did it.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, guys. So this is what it really is. This is what it really is. So this is where I want to get your opinion. Hey, Peaches Royal. Good evening. How is everything? Bright Star says, I think the pandemic just speed up the process that I always thought we were heading into the virtual phase in 2040. No, Bright Star, 2040 is too far away. It's here now. This is the reason why we're looking at it. Just look at all the online shopping that we're doing. Very soon it's just, we're going to stay home. And you remember the Matrix on Bright Star. If you go back and think about the Matrix, that was 1999. No, you can just step over here, Joe. Just step over here. So this is what it's looking like. There's Jurian, and that's the virtual headset. So this is where we're going. Thank you, sir. So yeah, if you remember the Matrix, that was back in 1999. And when we watched that movie going back to 1999, we thought it was so far from reality. Then 2003 happened and the next movie came out. And now we're in 2022, 2021, the last movie came out. So just imagine we had 4 movies over the span of 20 plus years. And we thought it was virtual reality was far from reality. But now we're bringing virtual reality and we're putting it into our regular reality. So just imagine, it's like we're combining the two, virtual reality into the space of so we're just diving into it. And that's exactly and it's going to be needed. The universities are excited about this. Like I said, the Nets is the first team because with Nets we're talking about this evening, but I'm also mentioning Walmart because they're part of the game. Now, the Nets are the first professional team to do this, but keep in mind, you're going to see a lot of professional teams fall in order and they're going to do this also. I'm pretty sure. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? How you guys think this is going to affect us mentally? Mentally, physically, emotionally? Is there an effect there? Is there a negative, positive effect? What do you guys think? Let me see what else you guys are saying. Let's see here. Happy Tuesday. Maybe for therapies app and face-to-face visit, it would be cool. Yeah, this would be cool, CB Minilove 76, because there's some benefits. Like I said, there's some ups and downs to it. I like part of it, I like for 5% of my life, it would be cool. Like for me, I don't really like going to the doctor. So it would be nice if they could do, my physical over the phone, or in the virtual space. They can say, hey, I can check your blood pressure. I can look at your eyesight. I can listen to your ear. I can make sure you can hear or not. They can do it'd be great for me, if they can do all of that, virtually. And then they can say, hey, you're good and you're good for another year, because this is what they do when you go to the doctor. So I would prefer that as, at least for my life, that would be the way, I think it would benefit to me. Remember these days, investing in the metaverse is not just the whole gaming process. We're doing the crypto in the metaverse. We're doing the ETFs in the metaverse. We're also buying art the non-fungible tokens, right? It's not just art, it's art and a little bit of everything that we're doing in the metaverse. So we're already out in the digital world. We're out in the digital space. I had a conversation with a friend of mine not too long ago, and the conversation was about money. When was the last time you spent, the currency in your hand? Whether, the paper money, it's just transferring of numbers. You get paid, you go to work, you work 40 hours, for example, and that 40 hours is converted into some numbers, right? Whatever number it is. Then that employer pays you, drop that into your bank account. You see some number. Let's say it's $500, whatever the case might be, whatever anyone makes. I have no idea. Okay. And then that number, when you pay your insurance, your car note, and you pay your light bill, your water bill, and your mortgage, that number start to get smaller and smaller each time out of your account. You're swiping, you're given a 16-digit card number, or you're tapping somewhere with your card, and the money is going down and down and down. You haven't seen anything, no gold, no paper, no silver, nothing in your hand. So your money right now is becoming digital also. This is the reason why I think this metaverse thing will work in the future. What do you guys think? Tell me what you guys think. What are your opinions? Let me see what else you guys are saying in the chat. For something, I prefer real people, like a doctor and a family contacts, because this online feel, fake emotion for me, that's what WNK Sal is saying. Well, WNK Sal, there's a lot of people that are saying that they would prefer this because they don't like, the germs, and just being online, you can't transfer the germs. You don't have to worry about the COVID-19 or whatever the case is over, the virtual world. This is what someone is saying, according to their opinion. But I get your opinion, I respect your opinion. I see what you're talking about as far as the doctors are concerned, but they can virtually check some stuff because you do have these teledocs and it's working pretty well so far. It worked well during the pandemic and it's working well right now, but just imagine that. Let me see what Miss Blue is saying. Because we're living in COVID world, it is time for this, a virtual world for health and safety reason. I agree, Miss Blue. That's what I'm thinking also. Grocery, going virtual, all your bills are virtual. Your currency is going virtual, so we're going there, one step at a time, we're going there and we're getting there closer and closer every minute, that we're sitting here. So, let's see, first metaverse. Next will be flying cars like the Jetsons. Miss Blue, you're right. Flying cars are not too far away. We're just waiting to see what the FAA has to say about it, because the FAA governs anything in the sky. So flying cars are not too far away. So let's see how that goes. Let's see what Peaches are saying. Headset is the Oculus. Yeah, definitely Peaches. But this is where we're going. What can we possibly do? CB Mini Love 76 says, I have one of those. My son showed me how to use it. It's playing a game. Well, it is, and most kids are using these days, so they're in a different world, and when you can sit, people are playing tournaments, CB Mini Love 76. People are playing tournaments. They're in another world for hours, 16, 17, 18 hours. I have a friend that he's into games like this. Sometimes he's there for many hours also. I don't know how to do it. I personally cannot do it. I think as far as the education is concerned, it worked very well because we got hit with a 91% student, population, how we suffered, during the COVID. So I think that would be fine. Physical health, I'm not sure about the physical health, how it's going to work. Like I said, I'm asking you guys, what do you guys think about physical health? Physical health, when you go to the doctor, the first thing he's asking you is, how do you feel? What exercise you're doing? How many days a week are you doing those exercises? So you'll have to tell him something. You can't say, hey, I'm just sitting on the couch for 12, 15 hours a day. So you'll have to find something else to tell him. Because that's the first thing they ask my kids when we go to the doctor. What are you doing? Oh, they're swimming. Oh, okay. All right. How many hours a week? They count these things. They ask me the same thing. What are you doing? I'm biking. Okay, great. So what will you tell them? I am VRing. I'm in the virtual world. I'm part of the metaverse. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting as we get to that part of things. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Let's see. Bright Star says, yes, the old movies /shows predict it how well. They're spot on. It's freaky. Yes, this is what I'm talking about when I mentioned to you guys the other day about life imitating art, or art imitating life, because it's almost like your life is in a movie a few years before you. So you're watching the movies, and a few years from now you're like, oh man, I was in that movie 10, 15, 20 years ago. That's exactly what happened with the Matrix. That's what we're looking at right now, or it's a part of what happened with the Matrix. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Let's see what is you guys saying. Star Wars. Back to the Future hints were always given. Yes, Bright Star, you're right about that one. Let's see what else is there. So true. So true. Negatively, it will make some people lazy. Overall, it will be good for some in some ways. Yeah, negatively, it'll get some people lazy, that's for sure, because you are just doing everything online. So now you don't have to go anywhere. I mean, it's good in some sense because you might not have to spend gasoline to drive anywhere. Like I said, in the case of the students, you don't have to drive 4 or 5 hours down to a university to go look on the campus and see what's going on. There's no need to, right? When you can easily just do everything virtually online. You can check and see what's going on. You can do everything that's going on, online. You can meet the deans. You can meet some of your professors. You can know what's going to happen at the university without even going to the university. So that part is good. That part is good. No traffic. The same thing with the games. When I go to the games, like the Nets games, when I go to the games, in Tampa, down in Florida, it's the same thing. You have the traffic going into the stadium and you have the traffic coming out of the stadium. Right? They do a very good job, don't get me wrong, of dispersing the traffic once the games are over. It's very organized, but you still have some traffic. You still have to deal with, some movement. Now, this, you just have to move from your living room or from your bedroom to your living room, and then you're in the game. You're ready to go. You're at the court side, and you're not spending $15,000 on one of the seats. More like $300 or $400 on the headsets. See what else you guys are saying. Peaches says, I'm scared of this metaverse, honestly. I hear you, Peaches. It's going to be a part of this reality, Peaches. I'm telling you, we're getting there. Just prepare yourself and get used to it, because we're going to be in it very soon. Because like I was saying earlier, this is going to disrupt the whole university population. It's going to be good for the university, Peaches. I'm telling you, with the fact that these universities will be able to sell more spot. How you have a certain amount, in the classroom that you can fit. With virtually, you'll be able to fit a lot more. A lot more people will be studying, with one professors, and then you can still collect the money. Now, my question, I wonder if they're going to charge the same for virtual studying, when you're going to the university, as you would when you go into a class. That's the question that I will ask next. How do you guys feel? What are your thoughts on this, guys? What do you guys think? Definitely we won't need any vax in this world, because there's not going to be any illness there. So what are your thoughts on it? Are they doing too much? You guys think they're doing too much? Health-wise, will this be detrimental to us? Let's see what Progressive Elements is saying. We have to make sure that the kids learn how to socialize, because these technology can make them antisocial, not by choice. He's right about that. We have to think about, this is one of the downside. This is one of the negative downside to it. I gave you guys a lot of the positive side to it. It looks good. This is what they're going to tell you, as far as we moving into this world, in the future, within the next 4, 5, 6 years, whatever, these companies believe, however they think it is. Walmart is not filing, 3 trademarks in for the metaverse for no reason. It must be important in some ways. So, but we have to think about it. Antisocial, people are used to, we as human beings, we're used to communicating with each other, talking to each other, touching each other, shaking hands. This is the way we get along, right? And I can imagine a world where it's just totally, we're not involved, everything is online, we're saying talk to the hand, we're just talking to the screen. It must be a way that you can avoid, or you can fix that part. So it's like you're fixing one problem and creating another. It's the way I'm looking at it. So he's right about that. Progressive Element says no flying car. I don't see that in the near future. I hear your Progressive Element. You think the FAA is not going to agree with that one? Maybe they can have flying cars, just not too far from the ground. That might be a possibility. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? What do you think about going to the doctor under this kind of world? Like I said, I'm enjoying the Nets. I like what the Nets is doing. I would like a lot of the other sports to get involved and do the same thing. So this would be good. This would be good as far as going. A lot of companies are buying their real estate right now into the metaverse. So the Nets is just one of the other companies, or the first professional team to be doing it. You know, the retailers are doing it. You know, all the other companies are doing it. So we're just moving to that world. You know, we should start looking into buying our piece of land in the metaverse. You have your piece of land here on Earth, get your piece of land in the metaverse, get your piece of land in space, you know, and you'll be okay. You'll have to live out a few generations. You know, see what else you guys are saying. Okay. At this point, I prefer the virtual world. You know, after COVID scared, I had used, yeah, here we go. This is Bright Star. You know, I still love being around people. Now I'm honestly scared of the COVID. It's a horrible feeling. And that, I know a few people that got COVID and they had bad experiences. Also, I know a few people that got COVID and the experience was not as bad. So it's almost like they didn't even have it. I don't know, you know, each one of us are developed differently. Our DNAs are different. So maybe that's the reason why some people are thinking that this would be a better idea. This would be a good idea over the idea of, you know, physical being, walking into a store. And I mean, you'll be able to replace a lot of stuff by doing this. Furniture shopping, you'll be able to easily do it virtually. Car shopping, you'll be able to do it virtually also. Most of the car manufacturers right now, you know, or most of the car sellers right now, they're doing this virtual thing where you can buy the car, you can look at the car, you can see all the scratches, all the dings, the dents, the miles, and get it delivered to your house, in front of your house, without you going anywhere. You can test drive it for a week, and if you don't like it, you can send it back. So this is part of this whole world, this whole metaverse world that we're going into. And I think that's the reason why the Nets want to be a part of it. Kyrie, you know, Kyrie Irving, he played for the Nets. You know, he wouldn't have to worry about the COVID shots right now, because in the metaverse, I don't think you're going to need it. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Peaches says we need 150 minutes of physical activities a week, which is 30 minutes a day. Yes, Peaches. I still don't know how we're going to figure the physical activity part out, because that's what I was saying earlier, that the doctors normally ask us, you know, what do you guys think about this? You know, what's going on? You know, what are you doing? So I don't know how that part is going to work. We're going to get there. I think they're going to work on that also, because we can't do it, you know, physically. We can't just sit around and do nothing, because lack of exercise, just imagine the joints start seizing up, you know, the blood starts circulating less, future health problems. When you're younger, you don't worry about that. As you get older, that starts to become the problem, you know, and we do need those exercise each week. You know, you don't want to lie to him or lie to yourself, meaning him, meaning the doctor. So yeah, definitely you do need those physical each week, and physical exercise each week. Let me see what else you guys are saying. WNK South say, here in the Netherlands, we almost do everything online, and many people is dealing now with mental health because of this. Well, just imagine that, WNK South. And the Netherlands, when I visit the Netherlands, you know, a few short years ago, it was riding bicycle everywhere. You know, I was riding bicycle everywhere. I was walking around everywhere. You know, did they get rid of all the bicycles in Amsterdam? Because there were so many bicycles. I think that was the city with the most bicycles that exist, because there were so many bicycles. I was like, man, we could rent a bicycle there. We could rent a bicycle here. That was before all these places start to get these digital bikes. We can swipe a credit card. You know, so is it the same thing, WNK Sal? Please let me know. See what else you guys are saying. TR says, it would be interesting to see how fitness industry utilized this space. Correct. It would be very interesting to see how they utilize the space. You know, will they be losing job? You know, will they find another way? Because remember, think about Peloton, TR. If you think about Peloton and some of these other companies they're already into some part of the space. They're there. They're selling you a bike, and they can virtually sell you a service each month. So you're looking at a screen and you're riding the bike. A friend of mine has the Peloton. That's what I did. I jumped on the bike, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I could be riding all over the Netherlands, all over Scotland, you know, anywhere in the world, but I'm just there looking at the screen and I'm riding. So I'm getting my physical activity in. You know, for the gyms, I'm not sure how that would work, but, you know, personal trainer, let's see. See what else you guys are saying. I'm sure prices in certain areas for the virtual space will hike up. Definitely, Bright Star. I am looking for it to go up, especially after these big guys jump in. Nike Land, Nike for Nike Land, Facebook, Amazon, Walmart. I'm pretty sure Microsoft just jumped in. They just put a big bet and bought this one company it's a virtual shoe company that they just bought. Let me see, who did I say was it? No, I'm sorry. No, that was Nike. No, it was Activision Blizzard. That's who Microsoft just bought for almost $70 billion. They're a gaming company, and they're responsible for games like Candy Crush and also games like Call of Duty. These are popular games. Think about it. And Microsoft jumped in, acquired this company. This is one of the biggest acquisitions in the last 30, 40 years. So just imagine how much, $70 billion, almost $70 billion. It's like 69 point something. So I'm not exactly sure. So that's what I'm saying, almost $70 billion. So just imagine, this is a big acquisition. So keep that in mind when you have a company like Microsoft that runs most of our system, runs most of our computers, they're into the metaverse already. They want to be a part of it. They don't want to be left behind. What are you guys saying? Let me see what else you guys are saying. Miss Blue says, let's see here. I guess I finally have to buy some VR glasses. I have been trying to avoid the robot look. It's what it is, Miss Blue. Certain things we can't avoid. We just have to be a part of it, just roll right on into it. When they told us about self-driving car a few years ago, we thought it was nonsense, that we were crazy. Now some of our cars are still trying to do some of the self-driving. I'm still not there yet with the self-driving car. I jumped in one the other day and parked itself, and I sat in it, just watch it park itself, and that was enough for me. So yeah, like I said, it's one of those things, Miss Blue. Let's see what else you guys are saying here. Miss Blue says troll alert. Okay, Miss Blue, thank you very much. Yeah, they're gonna be everywhere. See, WNK Sal, come on guys, let me see here. CB Mini Love says this will take some jobs away from people. Definitely, CB Mini Love 76. This will take away some jobs, but it will also add some jobs. Because it's the same thing with the computers. When the computers came in, we thought it would eliminate a lot of jobs, which it did, but it also add a lot more jobs. So, we can give and take as far as the jobs are concerned. So yeah, it's definitely, we have that, but it's one of those things. It's the same thing with the oil, how we start to get slowly away from the oil, and we're going more like, clean energy, taking away jobs, but also we're creating more jobs. So as far as jobs are concerned, we will have a balance. I'm pretty sure. Chella says people get addicted to this. Already some kids and adults, yep, there it is. Already some kids and adults are up to 20 hours a day on this and forget about life. Chella, that's what I was just saying a few minutes ago before you jumped in, that one of the rapper, 2 Chainz, he was on this the other day playing for 20 hours. Now, I don't know how do you sit in one place or you stand in one place for 20 hours playing in a VR headset. I don't think I can do it. I've never tried it. Can't judge anyone that have done it, but I don't think I'm there yet, if that's the world we're going into. I think it's a little bit too much, and I think 20 hours out of the day, that means we only have 4 more to sleep. It's only 24 hours, so it's not that many. Let's see what else you guys are saying, guys. Let's see here. Peaches says, dang cello. Yeah, this is the world we're going in, Peaches. It's the new reality. We're getting there. We're going one step at a time. It's a sad part of what's going on. A lot of people will get left behind. Program needs to be created to be inclusive of what's come for the virtual world. Speed. So here's Miss Blue. She's responding to what CB Love 76 says. Yeah, guys. Miss Darlene Wilkins. Good evening. How are you? Hope everything is doing well with you this evening. Yeah, I don't know how far, what you got out of what we're saying, but we're just jumping in here talking about the metaverse and what's going on, this virtual space, the virtual environment that's providing this interactive, place where people can play and live, which the New Jersey, the Brooklyn Nets, the New York Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, they were in New Jersey one time, guys. So for some time, I still have to think about where they at. But I remember they did cross the water. They're in Brooklyn now because Jay-Z brought them over there. But yeah, the Brooklyn Nets, the basketball team, they jumped into this space. They're the first professional team to be a part of this space. So now they're in the metaverse, and this is where we're going. So we were just asking some questions. What do you guys think about how will this affect our mental or physical or emotional health? As far as Kyrie Irving is concerned, he doesn't have to do the vaccine because he'll be in the metaverse. I mean, he needs it now, but we'll see. What do you guys think? Will obesity rise? Will we have more obese people because of what's going on with the whole virtual reality, the new virtual world that we're going to be a part of? Let me know what you guys think, guys. Peaches Royal says so true about the Peloton. Yeah, Peaches, I'm telling you, I jumped on the Peloton for the first time, and I was in their world, riding their bikes, across whatever world they brought me. But they said I was doing the exercise. I felt it up and downhill. I mean, it did a pretty good job. If it's a case like that, it's not too bad. I'm just not sure how they're going to do with all the other stuff, like the playing games. Will you have to start limiting the playing games? Because right now we have the kids spending too much time on the cell phone as it is, so we want to start limiting them. We don't want to be spending 20, 22, 23, 24 hours. Then we're not going to have any time to sleep. Then there's going to be lack of sleep, so you have sleep deprived, and then there's going to be more health problems because the body requires sleep. Let me see here. Bright Star says, oh my God, I finally let Candy Crush go. Child, that was so addicted. And just imagine Bright Star. That's the company that's responsible for Candy Crush. That's the company that Microsoft just took over. They just bought them for 69 point something billion. They call Activision Blizzard. So Microsoft is big into this already. So you can have an idea that in the future, we're going to have the metaverse. We're going there. So please remember to get your piece of land in the metaverse. Don't forget. WNK Sal says, because of the COVID, we have had to stay inside. But because I already had to do a lot online, they had to teach all the older people how to use the internet. Yeah, that's what I was saying, WNK Sal. So that's why I was asking you just about the bicycles. If you guys don't have the streets lined with bicycles anymore, is there not a lot of bicycles anymore on your streets like before? Because I remember it was a lot of bicycles on your streets. I know you guys were always getting a lot of exercise. It was like consistent bicycle everywhere. You weren't renting scooters, you guys were renting bikes. A lot of bicycles. So that's why I was asking you about to see what did you guys have those things going on? If you still have that going on right now in the Netherlands, those glasses having them on too. Let me see here. CB Mini Love is saying those glasses having them on too long can make you dizzy and mess up your vision. Yes, I heard someone saying that. I tried on the one that my kids have here, CB Mini Love 76, for about no more than 30 seconds. And that was it for me. I was done. As I said, you know what? I can just leave that one alone. That was enough for me. I didn't want to be a part of it anymore. They're enjoying it. I don't know if I'm falling behind in time or not, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see here. After watching the Black Mirror VR glasses episode, I just said none of these glasses. That's what Miss Blue is saying, guys. So some people have their opinions on this thing. On and off, yes or no. Like I said, for the university, it's going to be something marvelous. For a lot of our lives, it's going to be something marvelous. It's going to be good for schools. It's going to be good for telehealth, for medical health. It's going to be good for shopping. Just think about for people that can't physically go out there to shop. This is good for them. So like I said, this is where we're going. It's good for them. They'll be able to go online, look at what they want, order what they want, be in the aisle, choose, pick up what they want, put it in the basket, and then have it delivered to them. So this is good in that sense. For me, like I said, 5% of my life, I think it'd be very beneficial for 5% of my life. I prefer to stay on the bicycle and ride and do all the other stuff. Remember, they're also selling the arts online. So don't forget, okay, the non-fungible token. They're selling all these artworks and all this stuff online. Remember, it was Jack Dorsey that sold his tweet online in the same metaverse, for how many $1 million, his first tweet. So keep that in mind, guys. See what else you guys are saying. Jason, we're still using our bicycle, even the rich people with cars. There we go, WNK Sal. There you go. So you guys are still using your bicycle. See, that's what I'm talking about. We hardly use bicycles here. I mean, now we start getting them in the big cities, but that was the first time in my life I've seen so many bicycles, was when I was in the Netherlands. So that was that's pretty good. I commend you guys for keep using your bicycle. I hope this will be a great stock to invest in. Yes, definitely. Remember, it's not just one stock, CB meaning love, if you're going to invest. It's a lot of companies, because like I said, Nike's part of it. Facebook is part of it. Facebook has done a big bet on it. Microsoft, now you can see, is a big part of it. Amazon is a part of it. Walmart, I'm pretty sure all of us shop in Walmart, they're a big part of it. So just keep that in mind. Let me see here. I think obesity case will split down the middle, the pandemic causing, okay. So here is Bright Star talking about the obesity case right now. You go for walks and run in the neighborhood early in the morning when no one is around. So that's the thing. And is this going to be a problem, Bright Star, when you think about obesity? People are going to there's going to be some negatives. There's going to be ups and downs to this thing, like anything else. But people can still go in their virtual world for a few short hours. For me, that even sounds so far. Hours, I'm thinking minutes, but I see people in that virtual world for hours. So like I said, for a lot of people, this is going to be great. I don't know what's going to be the health consequences to it. Hopefully there's going to be something like on your phone that pops on and said, hey, I'm going to turn off after a few hours, and said you have to go exercise, or you can't use it for a certain amount of hours. We don't know. Technology is still new. We're heading towards it. So we'll see how it goes. What else you guys are saying? And that's the pros. There's a lot of tons. Okay, so Bright Star is saying, right, Jason, tons of pros and cons. Yeah, definitely, Bright Star, tons of pros and cons on this. And hey, guys, and then before I go, I wanted to touch base, because I don't know if you guys were seeing what we were watching today on television, that how we're going to be getting the 4 COVID tests for free. So I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but that's going to be a part of the deal. I just saw it here, my kids' school thing, that they sent it over, and they said, hey, you can apply and you can get 4 COVID tests for free. So you can do in-home COVID tests. Each family, I think, can get 4 of them for free. Look it up if you guys did not catch it today, because the press secretary, Jen Psaki, she was talking about it today on live. So I saw that on my school. My school sent me an email this afternoon, or my kids' school sent me an email this afternoon, and I was checking that out. So that's something, if you guys are concerned about COVID, want to know if you have COVID or you don't, then here it is. You can have the at-home tests, for free. You can get the first 4, and the post office is going to deliver it to you. So there it is. Peaches is saying it is 4 per household. Yes, exactly, Peaches, 4 per household. So you guys can remember to order your free COVID tests, that you can do at home. So just keep that in mind. Chella says COVID tests are not 100% accurate. Cello, they might not be 100% accurate, but it's what we have right now. So even if they're 80% accurate, we have to take what we can get until we get what we want. So they're willing to give it to you right now, and you don't have to pay, whatever, $25, $35 or $100 and something for them at the local, pharmacy. So this is the free one that they're giving out. And I would say people can take advantage of these. What do you guys think? I mean, I think it's a good way to take advantage of these. Apply, you don't have to pay anything. I mean, your taxpayer money is already paying for it, so it's not really free, if you know what I mean. So take advantage of it is what I would say. No, what do you guys think? See what you guys are saying. Bright Star said it will come in handy. I definitely think so, Bright Star. It will come in handy. You never know when you might need it. And if they're delivering it to you free at your house, go ahead and grab one. Why not? Surely you should get some. I believe it. I think there's something up with that. Hate to be pessimistic, but I think it's a way to track household. Much like, well, there we go. Where did it go? There it is. Let me put that. Much like the census. Peaches, that every government around the world, they give something to get something. So as long as you guys are understanding of the reality, it's perfectly okay. When you take the test, they're not going to know if you have the COVID or not. I don't think there's anything in the COVID that tells you that if you have it or not. I just think it's just you get the test, or unless there's a computer sensor on the inside or a computer chip that sends a message back. that part I'm not sure. Maybe we should read their fine print before we took the before we say, yeah, send us the free COVID test. CB Minilove says, how do you apply? My kid's school just sent me a link. CB Minilove, I'm going to assume, go check out whitehouse.gov. I'm going to assume that, to see, because, they're going to have all the information on the government website. So that's what I think, but I'm not sure. I just got an email from my school this evening, and boom, that was it. Miss Blue says, yes, ordered mine today. Miss Blue, maybe you can tell CB Minilove 76 how she can order hers, if you don't mind. So yeah, that's what I did. And then here we go. It's, WNK Sal says, Jason, you're already by a real flying car. Okay. So let's see what else you guys are saying. Bright Star says, you don't want to stand in line for 4 hours while you're sick. So why not get the at-home test? No, you're right. You're right, Bright Star. Because I have a niece of mine. That's what happened. She had to go wait in line for 4 hours, while she was sick, waiting to get her test. So just imagine that, you're waiting in line all this time, and then someone might tell you, oh, you're negative. And you're like, man, I wasted 4 hours of my life. You know what else I could be doing? I could be reading a book, flying a kite. I could be doing something, but that's 4 hours wasted. So they're delivering these tests to you at your house. Jump at it. Why not? Take advantage of it. You're paying for it already. It's the taxpayers' money that's paying for it. It's not free. So it's already part of what's going on with you. So it's not like, you're getting anything for free. Chella says, I'm with Peaches. Whatever Peaches says up there. Okay, there it is, Peaches. Peaches Royale, let's put something in the comment right there, guys. So it is USPS. I guess that's who's delivering it. So you guys can find more information there. So yes, guys, that's where I'm at right now. So this is the conversation for today. Let me see what this is. I can't drop the link here at CB Minilove, but you can go to Google. Okay, this is Bright Star referring to CB Minilove 76, but you can go to Google and type in free COVID test. So yeah, should not be that hard to find CB Minilove. I'm pretty sure that you can just type it anywhere online, and then there's going to be like a million different websites telling you how to get your free test. So please get them. I mean, for to the household that you don't have to physically pay for out your pocket. They're already charging your taxpayer money is already paying for it. So you can do it at home. Why not go for it? Just go ahead and get it and keep it at home. You might not need it right now. You might be perfectly fine. But just in case someone at home, at your home get ill or don't feel too well, at least you have the test and you can check and see, how they're doing. All right, guys. So with that said, I appreciate each and every one of you guys this evening being a part of the conversation. I'm going to see if I can rest the voice some more. I got the tea. I'm still hitting this tea in the Jamaican mug. So I'm going to see how I do. So far I've been okay. And I'm surprised I lasted this long, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm going to rest my voice a little bit more, take some more steps and see if I can jump back on here tomorrow and make another video. All right. So thank you guys for your patience. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you very much for all the well wishes. Get well. Thank you very much. I saw all the comments. I didn't get a chance to respond to them, so I'm responding to them now. So thank you guys very much again. Thank you for showing up. Peace and love, blessings, and we'll talk soon. Thank you, Bright Star.